In this lesson, we will download the Global Protect client software and create rules so that our users outside the office can connect. First, let's download and activate our Global Protect client software. We go under the Device tab. From here, you need to download and activate the latest version under the Global Protect client tab. I'm skipping this step because I downloaded and activated it before. Now, let's go under the Policy tab and first let's allow Global Protect SSL traffic. Then let's create a rule for SSL VPN users. I say add. I'm writing Global Protect SSL traffic on its name. Here I choose the rule type Intrazone and come to the source section. In the source section, I choose outside and move on to the destination section. Since we have chosen the type of the rule as Intrazone, the destination zone will automatically be outside. Let's come to the application part. Here we will add SSL, PAN-OS Global Protect, PAN-OS Web Interface Applications. Let's choose our apps. Now let's come to the action part. Here we allow the traffic by selecting Allow, and after setting our logs we click OK. Let's take this rule we created at the top. I'm doing Move Top. With this rule we have created, we allow SSL VPN traffic from outside. Now let's create one rule for our users' traffic. I say add. I'm typing VPN users in the name. Let's choose the rule type Interzone. Let's go to source and choose our zone. Here, I choose VPN user and inside. The reason why I do it this way. Normally, we need to write two rules for both outbound and inbound directions, but by writing a single rule, we will allow traffic in both outbound and inbound directions, so I do it this way. In destination, I will choose VPN user and inside. I leave application in any and service and application default and move on to action. Here I say OK by selecting Allow and adjusting the log settings. In this top rule, we will allow SSL VPN traffic, and in this bottom rule, we allow our VPN users to access our network. Now let's upload the changes we made to our firewall. Our settings have been loaded successfully. Let's close our window and go to our user outside the office, download our Global Protect client software and connect to our firewall with SSL VPN. When we come to our user outside the office, let's open our web browser and connect to the portal in our firewall and download and install the Global Protect client software. I open web browser and type 44.34.0.1. We access our firewall's Global Protect portal page, where we enter our username and password to download the software. When you log in, you need to download the software according to your operating system and install it on your computer. Since I downloaded and installed the Windows 64-bit Global Protect agent on my computer before, I exit here and open the software I downloaded. Let's connect by typing our gateway address. Our address is 44.34.0.1. Let's connect by entering our username and password here. Now our connection is done. We can check our connection by going to Settings from here. Here you can see the IP address to which we provided our connection. When we look at connection, you can see the IP address of this user from the IP pool in the firewall. Since we specify the IP pool 172.16.44.0 IP range when we make the client settings in the gateway settings, our users access our network by taking IP from this IP range. Let's ping the 172.16.0.254 IP address of our firewall from this user and perform our test by making a remote desktop connection to a user in our office. I open the command line and ping our firewall. We can ping our firewall. Let's try to make a remote desktop connection to the 172.16.0.144 user. Let's access this host by entering our IP address and password of our user here. As you can see, we are currently out of the office, but we can access a computer or server in our office on subnet 172.16.0.0. Now let's take this window down and go to the firewall side and check our logs. When we come to the firewall side and open our logs, you can see that Yahoo's Bulut user in the VPN user zone is connected with the IP of 172.16.44.1. By using Palo Alto's Global Protect client software, we can access our users outside the office in this way. In this lesson, we activated and installed the client software on our firewall, then we created our security rules, and finally, we went to our user and downloaded the software, and we connected to our office via SSL VPN. That's all we have to say in this lesson. See you in our next lesson. Bye.